Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm your host, Very Mailman, and last video we finally secured an alliance with the mages after we discovered that the Venatori used time travel magic to force the mages under their servitude. But since we captured Alexius, the mage responsible for that time travel magic, in fact, captured Alexius. I wonder if we can see him in the jail. There's a jail underneath the building here.
It is good to be surrounded by mages again. The debate.
Let all repeat the chant of life.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot there was a locked door down here. Yeah, it's weird, but you can't go in this room unless you're a rogue. Which means you can't get that codex entry. Huh. I guess they don't show up in the jail unless you specifically put them in jail. Well, it's good to show you guys the rest of the building at least. Oh, speaking of that, I'm not going to be able to see any messages any of you leave right now.
The Inquisition
I'm
appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
rebooting my computer right now, so I won't be able to reply to your text directly. Sorry if that's a little inconvenient.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they.
The Inquisition supports free mages.
Turned it against
What's next? Elves running Halam-Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now, that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
And heads up, Dorian is the gay option for your male Inquisitor. So if you want to romance him, he's right there. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it with this character. I just already have a romance in mind.
What would be wrong with that exactly?
Nothing, at first. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Sure enough.
You know where I'll be.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. If all you know about your future is things happened so hard that, you know, life ended, there's not much point in knowing the exact details.
That matters in times like these.
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste. He sent you to us to show the world her love, and I am ready for that love. Well, I'm not ready for that kind of love. That is, unless that's what you want. But, I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
I'm here with the Maker's blessing, and I'll do whatever I can to help.
I know it. You let me know what you need, and what could you need from me? Oh, I'm rambling. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
So, yeah, that's a somewhat unsettling interpretation of the type of status the Inquisitor has right now.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Alright then. Since we're next to a shop, let's sell our excess loot. Oh, by the way, we got more loot. I did the war table operations off screen. They got some loot from those war table missions alongside, well, let me just say a lot of war table operations I had to do.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
God. Guys like this really make siding with the mages fully really hard. Whiny. Whiny, whiny.
It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Yep, we're going to Cassandra route.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Fiona has sent her best mages. This has to work.
Of course. In the meantime, I will oversee our forces should anything go wrong.
What do you mean?
All we have are theories. I believe our plan can work, but no one knows for certain what will happen. We need to take precautions.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
What do you have to say?
See reason.
Word is that the mages will be joining us here in Haven. I hope you've chosen your allies wisely, Harold.
Yeah.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Kanari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward. And since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
For a second there, you sounded like a Canary. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Iron Bull is a people person. He can tell you apart at a distance. Oh, hey, we got a watcher. Like I said earlier, anyone watching, I won't be able to read your comments right now.
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Memoirs of the Grey.
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
The Templars have holed up in Thorinfall Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
We'll talk later.
And that's how we get another operation. Alright, well, we've debriefed the recent mission with everyone. And off-screen, we also managed to grind ourselves up to level 9 by reading a bunch of codex entries and giving ourselves more experience points. So the only thing left to do...
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We are becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I'd tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royal. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you.
Please tell me if you find something.
I thought I had. My apology.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him.
Alrighty then.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
You were condemned to a lightless dungeon. Not much of a life to sacrifice.
And I would do it again.
I'll leave you to your work.
That's Leliana for you. Always willing to make the tough choices.
Sit me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory. And let the world once more see.
Mom.
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
All right. Recommended levels 8 to 11. We are level 9.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
We've stuck with these guys for so long. It only makes sense to keep using them until the
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let his will draw from you.
You did it.
I mean, yeah, we had to get the mages to help, but I always felt like closing the breach like this was a little too easy. Even when I first played the game. Somewhat disappointing.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
Do you know how many were involved? Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance.
I love,
one of the
and
few
you
in
know,
recent memory.
it's very divisive.
With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the? We must get to the gates.
This bodes poorly.
Alright, let's level up. Let's get explosive toxin. With this, we now create. Now enemies that die will be poisoned, explode in a shower of toxic mist. And this mist deals damage equal to half our weapon damage. It's really lethal stuff. Varric, you weren't with us in the future, so you don't get to level up. Alright.
We have to put up barricades or something.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
And it's like, you just...
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him, he knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder One...
Oh. When I first heard the game, I had no idea he would be the main villain. I truly did not.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Yeah. Red Templars. And that toxic mist is now attacking everything.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
Yo.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
Away with you!
Varric, we don't need you to like draw aggro or whatever. That's Cassandra's job.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
That is not possible. Everyone to the gates.
This shoulder! Herald! Help me with this door!
Yeah, at this point in the level, some of our staff will be trapped under rubble. We have to rescue them.
Move it! We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Haven must evacuate to the Chantry!
Varric. Get a load now. Alright, let's get out of here.
time. Let me out of here.
A survivor!
Think someone is over here!
I knew you'd come. We are all blessed.
A survivor!
Harold! What's happening? Maker, thank you. Thank you.
Come on, Dawn. We get you out of here.
Watch out! The flames will reach the pots!
All right. I wonder if that firm pommel's always here. I think getting to a Dawn and Alyssa's
A
like...
survivor!
Need some help here. Thank you. These shits almost had me. Let's go.
All right.
I believe that is everyone. Best to follow.
Yeah, that's everyone. We are good at saving the day.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them, kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage. I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Or Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
If that thing is here for me, I'll make him fight for it.
And when the mountain falls, what about you? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
So Chancellor Roderick getting a chance to redeem himself after basically getting
They'll
away
load
in the beginning of the game.
Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
Make her preserve us.
We will exact a heavy price. They will not take us easily.
Yeah, we can just run past everyone here. They are just a distraction. Ouch. Just disengage and run. Alright, so Varric, you're on trebuchet duty.
Just re-aim this machine as quickly as possible.
And yeah, this is basically just defend your stations. Oh my god. My god, the tone and the music is so good.
Reinforcements.
And yeah, that is a dragon that the Elder One has for us. We don't get to fight it though, which is actually a good thing because fighting a dragon.
Be ready. More coming our way. Brought big reinforcements.
Boss time. Let's salute Knight Captain Denham. Behemoths. Trebuchet, Trebuchet, the first to start the hay, yo. That's a man. Okay, so that was grueling.
Move!
There's a dragon. Yeah, you guys won't want to move. Ooh, that looked like a nasty little push. And here he comes.
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken, no more.
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt
interesting.
the
No,
Elder
he's
One.
interesting to me.
The will that is Corypheus.
Corypheus.
You will kneel.
Yeah, okay, so Corypheus is the main antagonist from the previous game. Or rather, the previous game's DLC pack, Legacy. He's from Dragon Age 2. Different voice actor, different character concept as well. But really, old mage guy is pretty much how you sum him up right now.
Why are you here? You haven't even asked for anything.
I ask for nothing, because it is not in your power to give. But that will not stop me.
That probably wasn't the right option to pick.
I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gall.
It's a boon from Andraste. She saved my life.
Then your lady wished me to kill you, for her boon is a beacon I cannot let escape. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered Tevinter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty.
Now see,
the anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling.
That's admittedly a cool concept.
So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires.
His motivation is actually really interesting. Becoming god of a world that doesn't have a god.
I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
Purely because he thinks there should be a benevolent god to rule over it. That's an interesting motivation. The problem is he's more Palpatine than that type of motivation would really necessitate.
Your arrogance blinds you. Good to know. If I'm dying, it's not today.
This loading screen here, we switch over from Haven to that loading screen as soon as the trebuchet drops. You'll see where that location is in a moment. Yo. Oh, no. Where are we? Yeah, we're kind of forced into the cutscene, no running moment. That's very popular in AAA gaming. Then we speed up. So forced to run at a brisk pace, but it's all in service of setting up the verisimilitude. So just deal with it for a little bit, viewers. I don't even know what I'm talking about. God. Oh, and no, you can't backtrack. You just teleport from one area of the, Yeah, you can't backtrack. I don't know why you'd want to backtrack. There's nothing to backtrack to. But you, just want to show you guys what would happen if you tried. Okay, now we have full control back. Mark of the Rift. A focus ability. Focus! If you've ever played a single Final Fantasy game in your life, you'll know that you'll know what a limit break is. Focus is basically a limit break. And this is our limit break. This AoE spirit attack that damages demons everywhere. It does an insane amount of damage to them. You have never done that before. This spirit demon is supposed to die. I've never seen one survive the Mark of the Rift before. Okay, I got confused for a second. Yeah, it's wild. They're all supposed to instantly die to that thing. I've never seen one survive. Now we have to walk through the cold, cold, blistering snow, and we have to keep going. I don't even know if you can backtrack to the... No, you can't. We have to jump down a ledge. Now everything's slowing down for us. Bit weird to make us go through two of those types of screens, but you know. But you know, verisimilitude, selling the desperation of the moment. Fire.
It's
I
him.
can't.
Thank the Maker.
Oh, we found Sanctuary. Or what's left of it. A couple of Brontos. At least there's a bed and fire.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
It can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
I don't really care where Griffiths is now.
They're arguing about what we do next. I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed.
Yeah.
We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, to winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
I know in my heart that I was meant for this, but that didn't help at Haven. I want to believe Andraste is with me, but doubt is everywhere.
Yeah, our faith was tested today.
Faith is made stronger by facing doubt. Untested, it is nothing.
A word. A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause, or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is Elven. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
That was a beautiful song, I just want to say. I don't really care to listen to it on every playthrough, but it's a beautiful song nonetheless, and it's a good moment in its own right.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it divinity. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
They'll have to set aside blame while freezing is their first concern.
We are agreed on that, and I may have a solution. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow. Skyhold.
We switched to our Skyhold robe. Well, garb, anyway.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated.
Is this type of...
But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
What?
He came after me because my efforts put the Inquisition in his way.
Perhaps in more ways than you've considered. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
Yeah, pretty much all this time you were the stealth leader. Everyone had to follow what you had to say, simply because of who you were, what you had. Because of the mark, everyone had to follow what you were doing.
You.
I have tried to serve faithfully, to understand the burden I was meant to carry.
That is always a struggle.
You're not sure about this?
There's no faith without doubt. Yet I believe this is the only path before us. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
Our faith was tested and rewarded. Here, you get to characterize how you will lead the Inquisition, as far as role-playing goes. For this path, you'll swear to vengeance. For this path, you'll swear to self-preservation and self-interest. For this path, you'll swear simply to stop evil. And in this path...
I will restore what Corypheus could never destroy. I am but a servant of the light. The Inquisition belongs to the faithful.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph?
The darkest before the dawn.
Leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
it's your Lion King moment. It feels so good after all that, after what you have to suffer in order to get this part. Yo.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
You know, I've always wondered how Josephine didn't have any eye problems holding a candlelight to that clipboard of hers. But, like, really cool idea to have a medieval clipboard like that, though.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Oh, boys, that was quite the episode.
A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
It is indeed our one hope. So, yeah. We lost our old base, but we gained a new one due to rewarding our faith. Due to holding out for hope. Due to proclaiming our right to smite evil. And, well, let's check here. We're not at level 10, but we're almost there. Alright, so that was a lot of fun today. In the next episode, we'll go check out who Varric's friend actually is and see what he has to say about Corypheus. Until next time, though, this is Very Mailman. If you liked today's video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.